Okay, everybody. It is Tuesday. It's from Barracks. I am Joker for Players Wanted. With me is Buck. Buck will be joining us at Bad Blood 2022 on you're on Tribals, right?
I am on Tribals, as you know, the good old Hawaiians.
People have been asking me, why aren't you on Tribals? You have the shirts for it. I was like, yeah, but then I don't get the headhunt.
Oh, you do. You miss out on so much. You can be a rogue.
No, I don't. I get to go through, see the entire field, and headhunt COs. That's what I'm after.
I mean, you could do the same thing as a tribal and just like take it.
So we are going to apologize to people. Unfortunately, for some reason, Restream, even though I changed it 3 times, said 9 o'clock instead of 7 o'clock, and people are like, "Are you going live at 7?" Yes, we are. Man, we are just on a roll with technical support issues here.
Happens all too much.
Hey, what's up, 50 Cent? We are doing good. All right, so we do have an announcement to make. The Players Wanted has picked up a new sponsor. It is Hefe Airsoft. For those of you that actually watch the title screens that scroll through, you might have actually caught one just got added today. So we finalized that. Hey, what's up, Garcia? How you doing, brother? Hefe Airsoft is a new supplier of airsoft gear and equipment right down here in South Florida and on the East Coast in the Tri-County area. So now you guys have some another great store to go to besides some of the other stores that we don't mention right in South Florida that you can get your stuff. Some of his big selling points are he will ship the same day on all orders. He has high quality and affordable ammo, competitive prices, comparative quality. You can supply teams, small fields, larger orders, or just the average player. Additionally, Hefe Airsoft will offer innovative subscription services. I have a subscription service for BBs, where you can get BBs delivered consistently, automatically at affordable rate. And he has one or more patches, morale patches, where you can get a mystery morale patch each month, along with the chances to win gift cards, exclusive accessories, and other new products, exclusive offers, and other cool airsoft prizes. So thank you very much, Hefe, for deciding to sponsor the channel. You help us do our mission moving forward. So we really do thank you. And I'm going to get all your socials up here in a second with the restart. Restream's on a roll today. There are it's Hefe's Airsoft Solutions, and I'll go ahead and throw up a little banner here while we're talking about this today. Let me make one.
Also, I just want to remind you while you're doing that, I promised I'd get grenades this year.
Actually, I'm going to make it a ticker.
Over here, there is all of the refills for them. I tapped them off with, so I could do quick changes. I used painter's tape, and I put it over top so I can just pull the cord, pop it back in the next one.
Can't type today. There was a lot of cool things that we're going to be talking about tonight. We're actually going to talk about gear. Um, Sin is going to be a little bit late. He gave me a call. He's stuck in traffic, so he'll be about 15 to 20 minutes.
No
One of the
worries.
things we're going to talk about is should you go with a Hero 9 or over a Hero 7 Black? We'll talk about some other gear choices. We're also going to talk about the awesome thing that happened on Saturday, which we're still on a high about, with Damien's Action Track Chair.
You're so
And
excited for that.
we'll be talking about upcoming events and all that. The stuff that we can talk about, we'll definitely discuss and talk about. And you could tell the other thing that threw me off today is took Damien to the doctor's office to get him to meet with a surgeon about possibility of releasing his tendons so he could bend his legs and more than where he's at. And I hurt something in my shoulder. So
not great. Not a great portion of your day. Also,
no.
hello, Lily Rose and Abe.
I have a feeling I'm going to be due for some surgery time. The doctor really did say that I probably damaged something in my rotator cuff, which I'm obviously not looking forward to.
Let's not jinx it.
Hey, what's up? How's everybody doing? Buck, actually, I wanted to talk to you about something before we kick everything off and going, and it's totally not filler, I swear. Have you heard about the 60 minutes for St. Jude's Children's Hospital?
I have not.
Because you gained quite a bit with Twitch, right?
I've got a decent amount, not a lot. I do have a couple of my viewers in here. I paired up,
I see.
So we got some of the homies coming in.
Also check out Hefe Airsoft right there on YouTube, guys. So subscribe to his channel. So there's a really cool thing that I don't know how I got into it, how I got signaled for it or whatever. However, I got tagged into this because I was all of a sudden in this group. It's the gaming 60 minutes gaming for 60 minutes a week gaming. Sorry, let me read this right. St. Jude 60 minutes a week gaming challenge, to where they're trying to get a bunch of people to go out there to raise money for St. Jude's Children's Hospital. I'm really waiting for. I'm hoping that Muscular Dystrophy Association and Make-A-Wish does this in the future.
Yeah.
But I really wanted to show this one off, and I know you're a Twitch streamer too.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to get in on some stuff, maybe we can, pair up and do some games and all that. So
absolutely, more than happy to do that.
So if you guys want, you can go to the Facebook group to simply search St. Jude's 60 minutes a week of gaming challenge. I'll send you an invite to this group there.
Yeah, I'll join it right now.
Sweet. And we can just go over some scheduling and figure out when we could actually play. Like, absolutely. I have a feeling tomorrow night I'm supposed to go play at Miami Airsoft, but we'll see. I'm going to go play, but we'll see just how effective I'm going to be.
I'm going to try to get back into heavy streaming after I start my new schedule for work, because my current schedule has literally made it impossible for me to do any streaming.
The funny thing is, it's like I am up at such weird hours. It's not even funny. Like last night I was only up till midnight, but the night before I was up till 4 in the morning. So it's like whatever. And I'm playing such weird stuff all across the board. I want to finish Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I'm actually having fun with it now. So I know this is an Airsoft stream, guy. We sort of went off on a weird tangent.
Happens.
But we could talk gaming too.
Nothing is regular when it comes to anything on Twitch. Let's be honest here.
Yeah, it's weird because I had a period of time where I shot up suddenly in a bunch of viewers, and I wasn't doing anything different. Now, there's my Twitch game is weak. I'll tell you that right now. I don't really know what piques the interest for getting views on Twitch. TikTok, honestly, I could tell you guys for days.
Honestly, YouTube, it is so fucking weird on Twitch. There is one day that it'll be like some random game that you've never heard of that you play for the very first time. And then there's another day where you can just be chatting and people will start fucking popping out of nowhere. My fucking most commonly requested items are typically, for those of you that don't know, from Joker's channel, I'm pagan as fuck. I do tarot reading, things like that. I don't conform to regular fucking religion. So one of the things my viewers are
Demonetized.
Yeah, no. So I have runes, I have pendulums, I've got fucking tarot cards out my asshole, wherever the hell I can grab one. Fucking oracle decks, the whole nine.
I just want to see if that's like the fastest time we've been demonetized so far.
Is it really? Did we
Well,
just get demonetized?
well, I think so. Well, for this particular video. So, we're figuring out some of the stuff that gets what makes it get demonetized quickly. Cursing's definitely one of them. There we go, demonetized already.
Get fucked, YouTube.
Uh,
We're streaming onto my YouTube as well.
it's weird, right? They, I mean, it's like it's not marked for kids. I guess I understand why
Well.
advertisers won't. It's not like blocked. It's just limited, which means yeah.
Now let's talk about the untalked about G word. Gaming.
No, but the okay. Sorry, I'm just getting bombarded with questions here. Sorry, guys. Yes, the stream is today. Now, obviously, if you're messaging me, you're watching it now.
Logic.
It's yeah. I put up some of the. I made some emoticons or whatever for Twitch. The little character. What the hell they call?
Oh, the fucking. I know what you're talking about. My brain is going slow. I haven't streamed in so long. It's sad.
Well, I never did this stuff for Twitch. I never really dove into it until know. It's like people are like, yo, you until like the only time I really started paying attention to it was when I got into the St. Jude's thing. I was like, all right, well, let's go ahead and just do this the right way. Is that my food? Yes, it is. 1 second. Here, let's watch a really cool video while I go get my food.
Fuck's sakes.
Shoot, to the left, to the left. Shoot, Damien, straight ahead. Got him. Shoot. Yo, you can't do that. You have to be outside. Shoot. Ready, shoot. Hey, we're coming. Shoot. Get him, Damien. Yep. Hey. So that was some wholesome content, right? Well, let's show you all.
We stand Damien.
So this happened on Saturday. For those that you weren't here, like you didn't see the other stuff. So this was a really cool. Big shout out to Make-A-Wish. Thank you guys so much for providing this.
Still put such a smile on my face.
That look was classic, man. He's like, yeah, same.
Huh?
Now, I have a video that's actually uploading it, supposedly processing it, of Damien using it for the first time to go inside of up a hill that he hasn't been on in 5 years. The way the hill is, and he's going to take his wheelchair up there, especially because how much weight he has, he puts backwards. So he hasn't been up that thing in 5 years. So when he went up it, as soon as it's done processing, we'll go through and do it. We'll put it up there. But it was such a massive thing that happened for us that oh, thanks, kid. The Make-A-Wish shirt. That we thank Make-A-Wish extensively and Action Track Chair. So there was like multiple moving parts to get this to happen, to work right, and to be the fantastic day for him that it was. And we're just really thankful for everybody that made this happen. So, and he will be coming out to events and games in the future.
Can't wait to see him.
In like, wait, it's 2 weeks. We're playing airsoft in 2 weeks, right?
We're playing airsoft in a week.
No, it's more than a week.
No,
It's 10 days. It's 10 days.
Over 10 days, just about. So
Okay.
yeah, just
I meant 2
over the
weekends.
week.
I process by weekends at this point. When it comes like that to the Tuesday, when it's a Tuesday, it's like I'm playing tomorrow. What's up, Michael? How you doing? So we had when we had the thing come out. I mean, we did have some rain come rolling through. What was the funny part was, like I literally had to fight the homeless for our pavilion.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, it was. We showed up and there was a couple of homeless guys that didn't want to move, and I'm like, "Come on, guys, we rented this." He goes, "I pay taxes. How can you rent the park?" I was like, "I didn't rent the park. I rented the pavilion. Please move." And he's like giving me such a hard time. Luckily, there was plenty of police presence out there and all that. I just turned to an officer, said, "Hey, you need to do something about this, man. We have a Make-A-Wish thing going on. These guys they were highly intoxicated."
Don't kill
So,
my boy.
and then as we're doing the Make-A-Wish, the most Florida thing ever, a dude comes over, sits down behind us, and puts up a sign saying, "You can buy your CBD oil here."
Don't you just love Florida?
And then he starts arguing with the cops because we're like, "Hey, bud, can you move to another pavilion, please?" He goes, "You don't own the pavilion." I said, "For the next 3 hours, I do. Please move along." Oh God, it was just so funny. And I mean, we had like a little bit of rain. Um, it really was. I mean, except for that stuff that happened, you really can't do much about it, right? It's going to happen. I mean, if you guys don't know Florida, it's Florida. There's things you have to do. What we deal with the beautiful sun also means that we have, a homeless population down here, and it's almost all right. This sounds really bad, but it was almost funny. Is like this a couple of dudes kept coming over to bum either water, drinks, or food from us. So finally, I had enough. I said, "You want it? You really want it? You really want it?" And I chucked it. I said, "Go get it." And he ran to the beach to go get the bottle, to get the bottle of water and all that. And I was like, "Good boy," because he was just pissing me off so bad.
That's
Um,
terrible.
the cool thing is that Damien had no clue this was going to happen, like at all. And even when I was wearing a blue shirt, I had my Hawaiian shirt on for most of the time that he was there, but I took it off because we were about ready to do the reveal. And he looked sideways and he looked curiously at me, but his friend called his attention, so he looked away. I thought, "Oh shit, the gig is up." He has no idea, because for the longest time he thought his new manual chair was the one that he was supposed to get, like the new manual chair of his. It's green and everything else. He was sort of disappointed that he got this manual chair instead of the action track chair. So when he had that look on his face, this kid was floored. So it really was kind of funny. And we just got a couple more minutes for this video to finish processing, and then we'll show off the other cool thing. So Greg from Dead End Outfitters is already like, "All right, we need to get it out here. We need to take some measurements. We need to figure this out and get this stuff moving right, so that way we can make some really cool things for Damien." I was like, "Yes, sir." So no, I deleted that video. Damn it. Restream having problems tonight.
I think it's a server thing.
Yeah, like I'm trying to clear up some video and all that, so we have some space and stuff to do. So, Buck, in 10 days, you and I are going to be going back at it up there. Are you getting up there Friday, or are you getting up? What day are you getting up
Friday, of course. We're running the Friday night game, my guy.
Oh, that's right, dude. Look, in my defense, I might be a little bit high right now on pain medication. Okay, in my defense.
Fair enough.
I don't know what they stuck in my arm, but they gave me 2 shots. And they go, "How far away do you live?" And I said, 3 miles. They go, "You going straight home?" I said, "Yeah." They go, "It's probably a good question to ask before we stuck you." I was like, "How fast do I got to get home?" And they go, "Pretty quick." I was like, "All right, I'm on my way home."
Yikers. On the positive note, I did take your advice from the last time you and I talked, and I did pick up a GoPro.
Oh, so did you get the 9?
No, I got the 5.
You got the 5.
I
Okay,
got the
we're going to
5,
talk
but I
about this in
also
a minute.
I paid for the subscription already.
Nice.
They gave me a 50% off because I connected it to the Quick app. Because I made my account and everything. I logged on to Quick, and they're like, "Here, 50% off, $25 this year." And I'm like, "Fuck yeah, sent it." Right
Oh,
then
you
and
are
there.
lucky. You son of a bitch. You're lucky as hell, man.
Very. And it was also the last $25 in my account for this week. Look, I moved all of my money over for bills and shit, so it's all over into my joint account. So nothing out of my personal until that.
Come on, video, process faster. That's, you know what happens is when you look at it, it goes slower.
Mm.
I don't know if you saw this, but Wolfman said Buck looking like he's in a tavern with that lighting.
Dude, that's actually a custom light that I bought. You can't really tell because the focus is off, but if I can, this is a DSLR, so I'm gonna fucking zoom in just a touch. I'm gonna switch it. That's actually a buck that's sitting right there.
Oh,
in the
awesome.
So that was a custom light that I actually purchased specifically for streaming, and it is one of the proudest things that I have. Let me quickly clear the silicone spray out of the fucking way so we can see the buck just a smidge. So please don't
I would
go
laugh
off.
if that was a grenade and it went off.
That was a grenade and it didn't go off. We're lucky. Oh. Shut up. Shut up. I'm aware.
Did that almost blow up on you?
Huh?
Did that almost blow up on you?
It almost blew up on me, and that would have been a really bad
Dude,
time.
that would have been great because it would have been one of these times where I didn't set off pyro in my own house.
Oh, let me just quickly bend the tab. So
let me fix this real quick.
Okay, I'm gonna leave that there. Also, I have a quick little thing I gotta grab really quickly for you. I think you're gonna get some good joy out of this and some good memories. What the hell? There you are. So, you remember the time that you guys gave me grenades? Because I still
No, I didn't give grenades. Patton gave you grenades.
Okay, I said that's why I specified as you guys gave me grenades.
I was going to give you a patch.
I would have taken said patch.
I know you would have, and it would have been fine. And all of a sudden, here's I think it was Preacher. Preacher's like, "Here's a grenade. Here's a grenade. Here's a grenade." I'm like,
he gave us 8 grenades.
I was like, dude, what are you doing? Yes, Chris. MA tomorrow. I don't know how effective I'll be tomorrow, but I'm not allowed to lift anything over 25 pounds. So, oh man, there's so many jokes I could say with that right now, but I'm going to keep the stream clean. Let's see. Is he wait, hold on. Why does Buck look like a pirate? Is he going for the new Jack Sparrow look? Get him some fucking rum. Are we getting Geigerland patches?
Almost caught Captain.
We are working on that. We need to sell more Geigerland's tickets, guys. That's like the key factor, right? Bro, I just found a snake shed. That's for you. Yeah, 25 pounds, man. I'm not allowed to lift more than 25 pounds. So I went to lift Damien from like 7 different times today to get him to and from the doctor's office. And on the 6th time, the doctor was in his orthopedic surgeon was in the office when I picked him up, and we both heard the pop.
The rum is not gone. I have a fun fact for everybody. So, I have a monitor riser but it was super unstable. So my wife, being the wonderful woman that she is, grabbed one of my bottles of alcohol, and funny enough, it was Captain Morgan Cannon Blast, and it fits perfectly to stabilize my desk. So now it sits under my monitors to keep it very stable. So the rum is never truly gone.
Awesome. All right, so the video is finally uploaded. So if you guys want your little dose of happiness today, watch this.
I'm not stopping. Oh, Jesus Christ. Was that fun?
How is it? Look at. Turn around and look down. Look what you just accomplished. How does that feel? Can we get a thumbs up?
Tiring.
Look at that, bud.
I wonder how it's not doing it. Woo! I am not scared no more. This makes it really fun.
The sweetest fucking kid.
So right about just like maybe 10 feet before he hit that tree, right, he realized that he was not going to be thrown out of his chair. And because of that, he's like, you're good to go. He's like, I'm good to go. I'm not going to be scared anymore. I can go up and down. And he's freaking ecstatic. So much so that this chair. So my son, everybody's saying give him double miniguns, dude. Guys, I don't have enough money to buy that ammo. That's all I'm saying.
Not the guns, the ammo. You have a fucking fish tank filled off the back of that chair. Just fuck.
That platform supports my weight. I've actually ridden on the back of it while he's been driving. That thing's awesome. Like, but just like on Saturday, he was quiet. He's always quiet, reserved. He doesn't really interact with people that he doesn't know. He'll do one-line answers, look for support for things. We went to the doctor's office today, and he's chatting up a storm. He's never met these doctors before, and he can buy his own ammo. Yeah, sure he can.
Love the spirit, Aiden.
He goes in there. He starts talking about his action tractor, and the nurse goes, "Wait a second, were you on the? Did you get it on Saturday? Were you on the news?" And it was kind of cool that some of the nurses then came in and goes, "This is the boy," and they go, "Why didn't you bring the chair?" And I was like, "Nah." I actually had to get ATV, the ATV ramps for the back of my pickup truck. You know, the two ramps for the tires to get that thing up there, so I could load it on the back of my truck. It's just a real big pain in the butt, and my shoulder is not liking it. Do it in the voice of the emperor. We are. I mean, we do have LMGs for days, though. You know, that right there is the burp machine. So you just put the burp machine on them. Greg wants to put a laser guided system so wherever he points, the gun points, and he just goes.
That's a lot of tech, though.
Hey, look, if he wants to do it, he wants to do it.
Hands off.
2 Polisar 249s. We are thinking about doing like maybe one of the featherweights, because remember, he can't lift and hold up a lot of weight. That's part of the project. That's part of the problem there. But we're looking at some options.
I mean, worst case scenario, just slap a MP7 in his hand. He'll be fine.
He doesn't. He can't lift that much. He could barely hold up. Yeah. He could barely hold up like 2 pounds. So he doesn't have a lot of muscle at all. That's the side effect of his disease.
No, I know that, but I thought MP7s were light as fuck last I knew.
Yeah, but like sort of like how we are. Even if you're holding a gun up like this for like 4 or 5 minutes, you start to feel that fatigue in your arms. It'll be a lot. Imagine holding up 20 pounds like that. That's what it is to him, you know.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Internet is very choppy. Okay. Um, they have mounts built into them. That's what we're going to try to do. The mounting points for this chair are pretty robust that we can put them into. First thing we're buying them though is we got to buy them like a 5-point harness. The harness that came with it, he won't be able to take it to school. My buddy Marlon has no power smurf. That storm was crazy. Yeah, we're gonna try to. That's the sort of stuff that we're all looking at, TJ, to really mount off the sides and go through. I'll do a video on Thursday showing these bounty points and all that, or do like a quick thing showing just how strong this system's going to be. So that way we can really plan some stuff out. Because remember, it's not just the gun, but we also have to put armor around him. When he was at MA, he got shot really close to his port, like an inch away from his port, which is not a good thing. The nurse yelled at me a lot. And she's scary, man. All nurses are scary. So with that being said, we're gonna switch over and start talking let's talk a little bit about gear. And stuff that is like almost required at this point for airsoft. So we get this question a lot, like I don't know about you, Buck, but people ask me all the time, like especially if they're new to the sport, what are the top like 5 things you need to have to play airsoft?
I literally had that conversation with my little brother earlier.
So one of the first things, you have your standard stuff. So I don't really want to go into like the guns themselves because you have 1,000,001 opinions on what type of gun to get. Whether you do dye mask, or you do helmet, goggles, and face shield. That stuff I think we've also done to death. We actually talked about it on Sunday. Toilet paper. God damn it.
It's fun. I have a roll of toilet paper sitting in my bundle of gear over there because the toilet paper they stick in the Porta Johns at Bad Blood are horrible.
That's why I have a hotel.
Kiss my ass.
Even the year that I did the RV going up there, I wished I had just had a hotel room.
Honestly, it's not a bad camping experience if you're there to like have a party the night before and the night of. Because like if you're hanging out, you're rolling with everybody, you're gonna have people coming in and out of your campsite having a fucking blast.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be socializing. Don't get me wrong. I'm gonna be a social butterfly, but then I get to go back to my hotel room. Just don't go in Joker's prison. That's damn straight. You piss in my prison, you shit in my prison, we have a problem.
Especially with number 2.
Oh, dude. So Syndicate 1, somebody actually took a dump in one of the toilets, and a dude threw a grenade on him, and he got mad. And it's like, why the hell are you shitting? Get off my AO. Just get off. Hey, what's up, Ivan? How you doing, buddy? All right. So one of the key things that I want to say is what's almost becoming a requirement now when you play airsoft is a camera. I've been taking, it's obviously I do it for content and everything else, but and when you guys are taking this video for content, understand like 90% of your video is going to be garbage. It's just not going to be worth it. However, it's always good to have a camera when you play, even if it's just, for your own satisfaction of going back and watching what you did wrong or what you didn't do wrong. Jay, we ain't talking about that yet. But I've found, especially in the last 6 months, the amount of times that my camera has actually saved my ass for going back through and explaining stuff and to really put people in point of things that go down. Plus, you sometimes catch some really funny shit at airsoft.
Yeah, you fucking do.
I was like, not for nothing, man, but there is some airsofters are weird, and like, you know what I didn't catch myself. So last Wednesday, this happened. My GoPro got shot out. It went through the outer and the inner thing. Took out the GoPro. 5 minutes into the first game. I think the third game, I was running full steam, tripped, clipped, hit something, and I went through the tire wall. Oh, the tires weren't set up in any way, shape, or form that would hurt. I just kept going and then hit the wall at pawn shop. And then I had to go back through and stack everything up. If I would have my camera going, it would have been a really funny moment at airsoft, especially if it's somebody else was wearing a camera. When I come crashing through like the Kool-Aid Man, it would have been great. It just would have been great. It would have been an awesome, funny, badass time. It would have been hilarious, and it just would have been on video. So a lot of people asked, like over the past 2 years, what was my go-to camera? And it was always the Hero 7 Black. And the reason for that is that it's a very robust camera. It has decent stabilization. The outer lenses were easy to replace because you can simply take them off. I had a Hero 7 Silver and a Hero 7 White. Those ones are fixed lenses, and I never liked fixed lenses. If they get shot out, you can't do anything about it. You have to send it back into GoPro. Your camera could be gone. They really didn't have a heating issue, but they had a pretty decent battery life too. So you could run probably an hour and a half to 2 hours worth of video with no issue. Well, unfortunately, this was my last Hero 7 Black, and rip, it's dead. It can't be replaced. So it has accessories for days. Yes, it does. That's another benefit.
Oh yeah, I have a casing that might interest you because I actually just found this the other day. It's not super big on Amazon yet. There hasn't been a shit ton of reviews, but I just picked it up. It is a full metal harness with an actual lens protector on the front of it. Like it's an actual like lens.
Send me the link.
So you can actually pull this part off. If it breaks, if it gets shot out, you're still got your camera lens on the underbottom of it. 2 separate pieces. So I'm going to send you that link right now because I just purchased this like last week in preemptive preparation.
Jake, can you not see that? Can you not see why it's dead? Can you not see the inner lens is shattered? Not the inner one. They don't sell the inner lens anymore. I need to have a special tool to be able to take off that lens. This was my 4th Hero 7 Black, and I want to talk a little bit about this. There's actually no reason for me to keep the 7s anymore. So 2 of the Hero 7 Blacks I had would not even power on. So I returned them. I did the $50 GoPro subscription, and you can replace 2 cameras per year. Oh, look who decided to finally show up.
Yeah,
Damn.
So you know how I told you I was stuck behind an accident?
Mm-hmm.
Can you guys hear me?
Yep. We can hear you.
So there was an accident at about every traffic light on my way home because over 80% of our city is currently out of power, including my house.
I have no words.
Yeah.
Are we being robbed? Clean up your lens a little bit, sir. It's a little hazy. Sin.
No, he's definitely not being robbed because I'm pretty sure he has more realistic versions of this.
Better. So, joining us now, the king of the high kappas, the man with the mohawk, the king of the high kappas, Virtue from Crucible, and soon we're going to have to get the new tagline after come July. Why are you drinking?
Yeah, I was going to be working on that today, but
why are you sitting there drinking like you've done something that you shouldn't have done? And
comes a consequence.
Because I literally rushed home to be on the stream and get stuff done. I left a place with power to get here in time to get home to no power.
Unfortunate.
Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about the Hero 7, the GoPro program. For $50 a year, you can replace 2 of your cameras, right? Anybody can do it. You just simply go online and do it.
I just did it today.
The cool thing about it is if they don't have your model of camera, they upgrade you to the camera that they do have. Since I had Hero 7 Blacks and Hero 7 Whites and Hero 7 Silvers, they had to replace it with the 9. as the latest number. Now I have an 8, and the Hero 8 Black overheats like a mother. So far, the Hero 9 hasn't overheated. What I got to do tomorrow is I got to do a stress test by actually putting it out in the hot sun and just record nonsense, and see how long it takes for it to shut down as a bottom line. So I'll actually do it where I'm tapped into my phone, watching it through my phone, so I could be in the AC while it's out in the hot sun. So essentially, for $50, I got 2 new Hero 9 Blacks because I replaced 2 of my other GoPros. Now, Buck, you sent me that link, right?
Yep.
For that thing. I want to look this up right now and see it because. Wait, that's not. Oh wait, that's Jay. I was like, that's a full body weird ass suit. All right, let's see here. Products. Man, that thing is huge. Holy crap.
That's what she said.
The case that I sent?
Yeah.
It's actually not that big. So the part that is big about this is this part here. So this part comes off. If you guys can see me down below. And it's the actual lens. I can just pull this little side piece here. And to give a little like size comparison to the actual camera. Come on, you fuck. It sticks sometimes.
It's so easy. Just watch me do this thing. 10 minutes later.
I tried to pop it at an angle, so it did that and it jammed. So that's the difference between the two. It's not super big.
I'm just seeing the overall outer lens. So I guess all right, so it does not look like they have one for Hero 9.
I will look into that for you.
Because to be honest, I'd probably go with the blue one. I'd probably buy 2. I'll buy a blue and a black. So I could be fancy, Mr. Fancy Pants. I saw that one. They don't have it for the Hero 10 Black. Okay. .52 millimeter standard. Will you sit your ass down? You are distracted.
I can't. I'm trying to find a place where I can sit where there's light.
That's where you get a flashlight, shining at your face. It's what,
I'm not
what
going to
happens
be
when
that
you go
guy.
out on a Saturday night.
What? Oh. You know what? I'm too stressed out to come up with a comeback for that right now. All right, fine. I'm going to go into my living room and see if that light opens.
Found it.
Yep.
It's a bit more expensive and they do not have color options.
Boo.
But I'm sending it to you now. And it also works for the 10.
Put a sheet over your head with a flashlight. I have chickens. And
also,
ducks.
it was funny that you mentioned Star Wars earlier. I forgot to mention this earlier. I've been listening to Star Wars Lo-Fi the entire time we've been in this call. Great.
Tomorrow is tomorrow's the next episode of Obi-Wan. Looking forward to that.
Okay. I'll get there before then, promise. You want to say hi to Aiden?
Sure.
My wife.
All right, let's see if this will work.
Hi.
Hi.
Wife is saying hi. She's sending her hand. She doesn't want to get in camera. She's a photographer. She's camera shy, not camera positive.
I'm behind it for a reason.
Ange is the same way. She was like genuinely upset that she got caught on the news. Oh wait, they do have one that's colorized.
Oh, yeah, I saw that news report. It actually made it up here, and it came on while I was sitting in a lobby, and I was like, "Hey, I know that guy."
Hello.
Aiden was saying there are chickens outside, not outside their place.
Like I said, I can let the chickens out. Who let the chickens out?
Dad jokes.
So, how strong is that lens? Have you tried it yet, Buck?
I have not tried it yet. I literally just got it, so I haven't even had it field tested yet. But I can tell based on the thickness of this thing, it can at least take a few BBs. Because I've had lenses shot out before, and it's pretty decent. And it's UV filtered, so.
My main concern is I don't want a repeat of this is. So I never really had this problem where it shot through and took out the inner lens. I always had the problem where it took out the outer lens, which is fine. I actually have one coming tomorrow, and I got some Lexan out there. I'm going to test it out to see if I can.
Jay, no, I do not have a generator. It goes against city ordinance. I don't have enough separation from my house to where I would have to put it to install one.
Wow. You know what I say to that?
In other words, my neighbors are too close.
Tell them to honk, get fucked.
Oh, I found out something really interesting because of Damien's condition, because of his medication. If the power goes out because of the storm, our house is a priority house that has to be done. So, like with Hurricane Irma, we were not a priority house, so we were down for like 2.5 weeks. Now we have to be restored within 3 days.
That's pretty good.
That little red.
I'm actually looking into doing solar.
That little red and black generator I have, Sin, is actually pretty quiet. That little inverter one, the 1100. Because you guys have tornadoes
I need
up there
something,
right now, right?
Yeah, but they usually don't hit here. I mean, it's enough to. We've got a small setup, but it's enough to back up all the computers and save work. Because it's also our main production hub.
All right, I'm gonna try these. See what happens. If they suck, I'm gonna blame you, Buck.
The housing that I sent you.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll accept that. You know, I'll even Venmo you $30 if it breaks.
I bought 2.
Oh, I'll Venmo you 30 because I'm not paying for 2. You buy one, it's your own mistake. You buy an extra one, that's your problem, not mine.
When are they gonna get here? Oh, Sunday. Oh, whatever. We'll try them out. We'll try them out up there. I'll put it. I need to always get 2 because the Tinker, that boy's worse than me with running in. Bucks is jamming out. Propane generators are quiet. Not so much. They sound about the same as even a regular pull-on generator, depending on the size you get. I mean, the one I have, the 1100, we're actually going to be using that back on Damien's chair to charge it up while he's in stop positions. Buck, do a dance, I'll tip. Hey, we've already been demonetized.
Fuck it, bro. I'll throw it back.
So the bottom line when it comes down to like the GoPros, going back to this topic, that if you guys don't do the $50 GoPro plan, you're kind of silly. So just get it, because I literally got 2 Hero 9 Blacks for $25 each through the plan. Of almost $400 camera for $25, and
honestly, it's a one-time investment per year, or one-time investment to get the camera itself, and then a one-time investment per year in case you decide to fuck it.
And it's for anything, because the only thing you have to tell them is that, hey, the thing doesn't power on, even if the lenses are destroyed, doesn't power on. They don't actually inspect them. They literally take them, throw them into the recycler, because they have a recycle bin that they'll recycle all the components off of it, and then send you out a new one. So you did the dance. I tip. Thanks, Wolfman. So once again, Sin, you weren't here for this. We actually have a new sponsor, Hefe Airsoft.
Oh.
So, excuse me. So he's another supplier of airsoft goods down here. He's an alternative to that other company that I really hate. So check out Hefe Airsoft.
No comment.
Hefe Airsoft Solutions, your local airsoft supplier for all your airsoft needs.
Didn't realize we were going on radio.
I'll bring out the pitch voice. Thank you very much.
As God is my witness, I swore thought turkeys could fly.
They can.
The only
They
time
can.
I ever have to bring out that voice is when
I know where it
speak to
came
my
from. I
kids.
know what you're talking about. I know where it came from. That one show with that one dude. I can't name the show now.
He did the one thing.
WKRP in Cincinnati.
Cincinnati. Yeah, that show. I didn't know the first part of KRP, but yeah, turkeys can fly. They flutter. They ruined a deer hunt for me last year. Exactly, Wolfman. The raccoons realized that the turkeys could fly when we had them, and the turkeys killed a raccoon, chasing it down because it took a baby chick that the mother turkey thought was hers, and she went after it, and she killed it. Things like, I'm up
Don't
a
mess
tree.
with
Turkey says,
dinosaurs.
I'm coming.
Don't mess with dinosaur birds, man.
I know, right? So, moving past cameras, one of the things people ask, do you run a zoom cam? Going back to the Hero 9 Black, this is my zoom cam. It's actually got a nice pixelation and everything, nice megapixel on there, so that way when you zoom in, it's not all pixelated, like the Hero 7s were and all that. So it depends on your range. If you're doing only outdoor, I highly recommend getting a run cam. If that's your main concern is to get that. The only downside is the nauseation that you get trying to watch your videos. I don't care how good you are with motion sickness or anything else, but a run cam makes everybody nauseous.
I watched a mama horse crush a chipmunk beneath her hoof because it was scaring her baby.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus. I was gonna recommend, if you guys are looking for like a gun cam that's like decently cheap, I think it's like the ICM. There's these little Picatinny mounted ones. They look like a laser, and you connect the little thing to it, and every time you push it, it'll just record like 30 to 40 seconds.
Yeah. So the fun thing about those run cams, actually, if you Google contractor camera, you'll get run cams that are cheaper than run cam. They're just different colors.
Mm-hmm. Orange.
Yeah. You get orange, yellow, and red if you're in Europe. I used to run one, and it was like half the cost of an actual run cam, and I just painted black.
What a way to do it.
Michael, yes, this is a part of the backlash of the supply chain issue from before the pandemic. We're now really starting to feel the pinch on a lot of that.
I mean, if you're really hurting to get some of that stuff, Mercari, Facebook Marketplace, buying things secondhand is not going to kill you. I literally bought this.
I mean, if you really do it.
I bought this camera secondhand just so that I could trade it out and get a Hero 9 Black because of the subscription.
Fuck.
It's a way to do it, man.
I mean, you could be a real man. You just get a VHS camcorder, tape it to your scope mount.
Yes, let's pull an old school knob, Rich.
Are ice plates worth it?
Are ice plates worth it?
No.
So you're trading off heat for weight. And depending on how hot your body generates heat and how hot the ambient thing out there, they might not last as long as you want them to. Personally, I have a simpler solution for that, which is a difference of opinion from a lot of people, but don't wear plate carriers. I know it's tactical and all, but that the added weight that you're adding to your body could cause more problems for you than the cooling factor that's there. And of course, I saw the one idiot that decided that he was going to put the cooling plates right against his skin and essentially give himself a cold burn on his chest and back in the shade of the plate carrier. He lost a few layers of skin too because he went to go take it off. His skin came with it.
Won't lie.
I think it really depends on the environment and event. I run the plate carrier depending on the event. Like winter games, I run my plate carrier. But the thing with ice plates is they only work. And sorry,
go ahead.
The thing with ice plates is they only work in a perfect medium area. It cannot be too hot, and it can't be too moderate, because if it's too hot, you're not getting any cooling out of it. It's just going to melt, and you end up walking around with a wet back. And if it's to moderate, there's no point. So there's like a sweet spot where they run. Like I wouldn't run them in Nevada, but say like Virginia summers, I'd rock one.
I think the sweet spot temperature would have to be like 75, honestly.
75 is my running
You
temperature.
want to run one at Fallen Warrior? You are insane.
TJ, I'm right there with you. Battle belts with an H harness, baby.
Bro, I just kitted my battle belt fully this year. It is awesome.
I got my hydro pack
in back. Hot weather battle belt.
Mm-hmm. Combat shirt. The only thing I'm switching up
is like the ice plates were a nice gimmick. Ice plates were a nice gimmick when they came out, but they have a very specific niche use, which most people don't fall into. I know so many people that bought them and then they don't actually do any good in the environment that they play in.
Mm-hmm.
Like in Miami, they're idiotic. Yeah. They're just too freaking hot down there for them to actually do any good.
And it's 8-minute long games, and then you come off the field and you sit right in front of the fans and cool off that way.
That or just soak yourself if you're not running anything battery powered. Just literally fucking Camelback to the face.
Horseshack, I have your inner belt. I found it. It's in my stuff. I will bring it to you.
Okay, Horseshack, there you go. Sin found your inner belt. TJ, same. I have the same. I have 3 as well. Although I do need to get a new belt for my green.
I need to get a black and a green.
Yeah, I mean, I wear the padded undershirt for anything that's like 70 degrees and colder for the games, but for dead blood, you bet your ass I'm wearing that padded shirt.
I'm After not going to last year, are you going to remember it this year?
Yes, actually, because I'm like 50-50.
Yeah, are you?
I'm 50-50 whether next Wednesday I'm going to play at Miami Airsoft or not. Typically, I don't play before a big event because I don't want to hurt myself.
And you need to start hydrating anyway.
I hydrate all the time, man. I really don't have a problem with the hydration. That's all.
I'm the exact opposite. I'm a dry fucking stump.
Yeah, most people think Mark has a gut, but it's actually like a camel's hump. It's just full of water.
Mm-hmm. I mean, if I dehydrate myself, I actually slim down quite a bit on my stomach. Like when people see me when I come up to Bad Blood, I've been on the road. It's because I've been sitting my ass in a car for 20 hours, eating the worst food, drinking soda, and not taking care of it. So by the time I get up there, I look like a bloated cow.
Doritos and beef jerky.
Damn straight. Hell yeah, man. Buc-ee's, baby. I stop at Buc-ee's. Every Buc-ee's on the way that I can. Cheap gas, beef jerky. Look, that pina colada soda, I'm down.
I don't even drink soda anymore, man. The only thing I drink anymore is water and fucking juices mixed with alcohol.
I only drink soda when I'm on the road. That's it.
I can't. I literally can't. I had my first soda for like the first time in like, I want to say almost a year. I almost fucking vomited. It was a Dr. Pepper.
If you guys want to know what actually might work, I have these. It's the body armor vent things, right? So if you're running plate carriers, if you want something to help with the cooling, try one of the body armor vents. What it does is, here, I'll open this one up. What are Buc-ee's? Oh, Horshacky.
Okay.
Horshack, you don't know, but here, let's stay on topic. So these come.
We'll circle back.
The body armor vents, you put them on. They have things that you go inside of your plate carrier against your body. So what it does is it puts these nice channels in between you and your plate carrier, allowing it to breathe more for more evaporation and to help you with heat. So surprisingly, this does work to some degree. So if you have a plate carrier, check out Body Armor Vent. No, I am not sponsored by them. I happen to win these in raffles and all that. So we're going to be giving away for our charity live stream after Bad Blood. Do I ever use MREs at milsims? A couple times. I try to avoid them.
You got to be real desperate to hog down on one of those. Go to Walmart before a milsim and grab a cheap fucking gas grill.
No, there's some MREs that are good. there's some MREs that are good, but when I'm on the road, I typically go to stuff that I know won't cause me issues. Like me and freaking onions don't get along.
Oh, that is a staple food, good sir.
And if I eat too many onions, my ass will be stapled to the toilet.
I'll give you that.
So, you have to deconstruct them. Deconstruct what? The MREs or
MREs? He's right. Yep, you got to deconstruct them, and you got to trade. You got to swap. You got to barter, man. Now, I can't lie. There's a common misconception I realized when I got out of the Army that people thought we ate MREs all the time. No, we didn't want to eat the MREs. We had other options for food. MRE was your last freaking resort.
Staple food is garlic. I agree, Eldon.
Aiden.
Huh?
That's one of my viewers. Their name is Aiden.
Oh.
It's an E-I, not an L.
I see it now. Sorry.
All video cheese is king. You can always tell who the new guy was, too, because I really wanted the omelet MRE.
The omelet MRE?
Yeah, it was horrible.
I believe that. I've only had very few MREs, and I'd like to keep it that way.
I mean, I try every new... I will try every MRE, right? If it's one I haven't tried before, I'll try it to see if I like it. Don't get me wrong. The cocoa powder protein shake wasn't half bad.
All right. C rations, find the oldest, smelliest sock you have in your house. Put it in your mouth and multiply that by 10, and then you'll get the flavor of the average C ration.
Well, I think you could. Let's see here. Tuna MRE is packed actually pretty good. I haven't had the tuna one yet. Beef stroganoff wasn't that bad.
Yeah, I can attest that one was not terrible.
It's not bad.
Well, then let's be honest. It's hard to screw up beef stroganoff.
You know what?
You have to be an exceptional individual to screw that up.
The one that hurts my soul is the one. I think it's steak and potatoes. That one hurts my soul.
I haven't tried that one yet. I think you could.
Potatoes are supposed to be so good. And it's tasty.
So, as much as I'm going to get crap for this later, if you want to try like the creme de la creme, the 5-star MRE, get your hands on a French MRE.
Oh, I'm sure they do. They're French.
They got to know how to cook.
It comes with a wine juice box.
That's awesome. I love that.
Yeah, I beef stroking off every night. I can't stroke off for at least until I get my MRI. You know, I can't handle 25 pounds.
I was going to make that joke and beat me to it.
The brownie's always so... So, for those of you going to Bad Blood, I will have brisket. So, I'm contemplating on how I'm going to prepare it before, whether I prepare it at the field and it cooks all day on Saturday, or if I just make it beforehand and bring it up and reheat.
Can I ask what you're planning on marinating it in?
I don't marinate. I do a dry rub that cures for 5 to 7 days.
And what's the dry rub? I'm curious.
I'm going to tell you. That's my
rub.
Mark
likes to rub his meat dry.
He likes to give himself a rug burn.
I am going to try something. That I haven't done before. For the next brisket, only on a portion of it, is I'm going to try. I have really good success with the rub I use, curing and everything else. It comes out flavorful and everything else. But on a small piece, I'm going to try a mustard binder. I'm going to try curing it first, doing a mustard binder 3 days before. So I'm going to this one's going to be like a 10-day cure, and then hit it up with more of the seasoning and see how that comes out. Gotcha. So I'm trying something new. People love it or they hate it. If that's, I'll try it with just the binder and then the rub.
If anybody is looking for a very good recipe for a marinade, try honey maple syrup, specifically a homemade dark, as well as an entire bottle of Jack Daniel's honey, 3 pink lady apples, and 2 full white onions. Cut onions diced finely and chop the apples pretty well. Leave it all sitting in a vat for like 2 or 3 days, and it is the most delectable shit you will ever fucking have. If you like sweet meat, that will fucking fall, bro.
I like my brisket savory.
I'm a sweet guy. I mean, as you guys can all tell.
We know.
I'm a
yes,
big
Stu.
bitch.
Stu, I heard about a Firestorm 3 being relocated, so I don't feel bad because now I can go there in October. I still won't be able to do June, but I'll be able to go in October, and I'm looking forward to that. So,
what's the location of Firestorm 3?
It was going to be at this one-time badass AO, but then the city caused a problem, and they had to shift it to Graniteville, which is another. Let me pull it up real quick. I think it's on. There we go. Give me 1 second here. I'll pull up the new location. I give John Luke a huge amount of credit. He finds these badass real world AOs, and I'm a sucker for him. We don't. Well, here we go. Let's share screen. So you don't get much of the interior.
South Carolina.
Yes, it's South Carolina, Graniteville, South Carolina, and it was supposed to be. It was supposed to be at this other facility that they were going to level after the event, and they're like, nope. And word has it's a disgruntled employee that got fired that then called the EPA to get the event shut down.
What a dick.
Yeah.
I want to ruin the fun for everyone. Fuck you.
So we don't have any interior shots of this facility yet, but it was supposed to go on. It's an unnamed AO that's going unnamed event that's going to be going on in October up there. So I'm definitely going to be hitting that up. I'm looking forward to it. And then, of course, we have the Big House Milsom event in November at the prison.
I'm going to try to make it to that this year. I'm still pissed I can't make Geiger.
Geiger Lands is going to be so much fun.
Yeah.
Might as well throw up a caption here.
Big mad.
I can't wait for Geiger Lands. It's going to be an interesting, unique experience. But then we also have Scorched Earth in November, which is going to be a standard Milsim Force on Force, green versus tan, no op 4. There'll be a couple of NPCs roaming around, but that's about it. So if you liked the Syndicate series, you'll like this event.
One of these events, I just want to show up as like an NPC for you guys and just like randomly start a fucking war. Just piss someone off.
I've done that before. It's kind of funny. So one of the things I found, we know that the new Milsom West location in Pennsylvania. That's not surprising to us.
Milsom West expands every few years. It's just a matter of time.
There's a reason why it's happening.
Oh?
That's why.
My mouth shut.
But we're gonna have a good time at the prison. I mean, at least that's one area that we have a lot of control over. Sin is the big boss man there. I'm just a mouthpiece, which I'm really looking forward to. Just don't want to have as much responsibility as I've been having lately. So it's great to sit back and be like, I did my job. I'm going to my trailer. Oh man, that's it. You know what I'm gonna do? I got to get one of those the director chairs with my name on the back of it, just so I can walk around and really feel like it, and station somebody outside of my trailer just to be security. Because I hit the big leagues, sir. really send nothing. Not a. I think he's frozen. That's probably why I didn't respond.
I found a blue version of that camera that I sent you before. So if you want to cancel one of them and get a blue one instead.
I got a blue one. Yeah, I found it. That's
fuck. All right, never mind. Disregard mine.
Yeah, that's the one I bought.
Stupidity.
Oh, no, I heard you completely. I just didn't want to dignify you with a response. And I'm looking at my director's chair, which I may bring along just for this purpose.
Might as well.
You know what we could do? We can, as you know, when the gates go to open, we can just set them up outside and just watch everybody going in because we have zero responsibility until the first, what is it? Safety brief goes off. Yeah, and then I can still sit there to.
Oh, and I think did we lose Mark?
My audio.
You just cut for a split second.
So I think that one of those bastards is tapping into my internet over there, and just be like, "I'm here. Where's my Perrier?" And just have it's me being a little bit petty. I'm laggy. Am I laggy now? Yes. No. Maybe.
A little bit.
Just a bit.
Just a bit. Every few minutes you cut out.
Cutting off.
It may be my crappy signal strength pulling down the stream because I'm relying on cell phone towers right now.
Happens.
No, it looks like we all have top bars, so better. Okay, I'm gonna close out of all the other stuff that I need open. Everything should be closed down, but I need that. No, I love. You haven't been out to the prison yet, right, Buck? No.
You need to come out, man.
I'm gonna try. I really am. I swear.
Let me try. Is my audio still bad, or is it good?
Your audio is good now. It took a second. You
right, so
you seem
Stu's
stable now.
Yeah, Stu's just behind a little bit. I think part of the problem is that one of the two children are probably downloading something. What was that you're looking to buy for you, Smurf? All right, so let's talk about some other everybody should buy that, besides the norms and everything else. If you guys plan to do a lot of events in milsims, I highly, highly, highly recommend getting 2 sets of camo. 2 sets of green, 2 sets of tan. Just have them. So many people the events they go to because they only want to run one color, and they miss out on so much. I would highly recommend
at all times.
I mean, contrary to popular belief, I own like 6 different types of camo other than green. Everybody that keeps inviting me to events, I have things other than green.
Don't look at me.
My preferred camo is actually the Cryptech. Funny enough.
My preferred camo is a Hawaiian shirt. But I can't run that.
Yeah, that's called Cretan camouflage.
These are my pants for Bad Blood. Love the good old snake print.
If you guys are coming up to Bad Blood, let's talk a little bit about freaking camo colors, shall we?
Might as well.
Tan-based colors are for marks. So your desert camos, your solid tan, all that stuff that's Marxist. Multicam.
Don't wear ACUs. Repeat. Do not wear your fucking ACUs.
ACU is considered Marxist. It is considered tan.
Yes, but it is more green and gray than it is tan.
It doesn't matter if it's green or gray. What it matters is what's in the rule set. So ACU does count for Marxist.
I will say this: if you do end up wearing your ACUs out there, you're probably going to get shot. You're going to get shot by your teammates thinking that you're an enemy, and then your enemies are going to get shot.
Actually, not. Believe it or not, because I ran ACU, I believe, Bad Blood. We didn't get team killed once, mostly because all of us were running. Yeah, we were running at the head of the pack too, the head of the horde. So
that's also because Rick wasn't behind you.
Rick who?
Yeah,
And yes, Stu, we do have a.
Doesn't matter what
I think
camera color you're wearing.
A good pair of multicam.
There's movement.
I love my multicam. I own a multicam battle kilt because I believe that every piece of multicam makes you 5% more douchey, and I am striving for the 200% douche camo pattern.
Send me that link. I want one.
They're 511 Tactical has them.
I'm looking now.
Screw my budget. So multicam is do sex. So if you guys are thinking about you're going to Marxist, you're not. You're do sex. Black, all black camo. That's simple. Green. I wonder what color that can be. Green. Solid.
I mean, there's always, M81, God's plaid.
M81 is God's plaid.
I remember my first year that I went on black shirts, and I just saw so many of the guys wearing like weird, different colored pants, like fucking the yellow black camos, the fucking purple black camos. I'm like, what the fuck is everybody doing?
The only thing I know is one thing, man. If it ain't tan, I'm shooting it. That's simple. That's tan.
I'll be
I'm
waiting.
shooting it.
This one's for you, Mark. I'm saving this one for you.
Look, I ain't stupid, and I surprisingly I run fast away from grenades.
Not if I cook it.
Unlike that one kid though, I shot this one guy we traded, and he's sitting there yelling and screaming like a madman. Somebody else came and just threw a grenade, and it exploded. I was like, well, you're dead. To the other guy that was in the room with me. Multicam for everything, gun and boots. If God had extra chromosomes. Oh, man. Whew. Where's the wife with my pain meds? That's what I want to know. She's out literally kicking somebody's ass right now.
Probably.
No, legit. She's out.
Have you heard from Wiener in a while? She may be using him as a practice dummy.
Oh, man. So I was talking about Steve Tom earlier today about doing a political stream, like not associated with Players Wanted at all, like a whole new channel for just talking politics. He and I were going back and forth. It was hilarious.
Be very careful with that one, bud.
I watched the thread on Facebook and like, oh, some people, don't get me wrong, some people had valid points. Some of them the stupid burned. Like, I respect everybody's right to have their own opinion. Look, I strongly believe I fought for the right for people to have their own opinion. But when you refuse to budge to logic or clearly proven facts, your opinion is flawed.
My biggest thing now is I turn around and say, okay, what policy? That's my go-to, right? Because everybody thinks that because of certain stances I take online that I'm a liberal. Now, this is like the only time I'm really going to go into politics here at all. I'm a moderate. I'm considered a liberal for airsofter, sure, because I'm a social liberal but fiscal conservative. And some of my fiscal conservativeness, which would have been acceptable under, when I was a Republican in the 90s and, into like 2000, my views were considered, they are fiscal conservative views, but it's that come out of all this. Well, people have forgotten how to talk to each other because of social media. It's one of the that we have right now in our country that's so much divide and so much back and forth, and people are like, I'm not your friend anymore. Why, man? I haven't, me in person, this is how I am. We are having a discussion. Don't get mad. I didn't call you, I didn't insult you, didn't call you a name. Let's talk and understand. All right, if you don't want to listen to facts,
that's not quite libertarian, but I get where you're going with that, TJ. And I stand by the same stance I've had for years before and after I got out of the Army was I just want gay married couples to protect their weed with their own gun.
I love every sentence that you just I love every word of that sentence.
No, you do.
I am strongly of the opinion. I am strongly of the opinion. If it does not directly affect me or anyone else, you do you, boo boo.
See, I have a very like different, not necessarily different opinion of this, but I have kind of a different view of things because I actually, weirdly enough, I used to work for a company that actually produced bills and things, and I have a few bills that are currently circulating in the Senate with my name on it, weirdly enough. So I'm aware of like how the process is of like making bills, putting them through, what that all entails. So
Stu, you make that as a joke, but seriously, dude, if you want to go do meth, go do it. As long as you're not trying to sell it to my kids or my friends' kids, hey, you go OD, you do you.
As long as you're not stealing from me to force your habit, you do you.
Straight up. So, Buck, you'll understand my when I say this. There seems to be a large contingent of people. I love my country to death, but that don't leave this country, let alone leave their state, that have world views and opinions that make no sense because you have not seen the world to form that opinion yet. But They're very strong about it. Like people right now bitching about gas prices. We are still the cheapest in the world right now. I think one other country is cheaper than us. I just had to pay for gas for our crew in Europe, and it was like 12 gallon almost. Like, I'm personally, it sucks, but I didn't buy a giant. I have a small penis pickup truck. I bought a reasonable car. Like,
just don't tell that to Salty when you see him.
What?
No, Joker's giving me a look right now.
Hold on, no, I'm hearing the kid. I'll be right back. What?
If you
that's the same thing. Like, there's a bunch of people in the area griping about gas prices, but all my friends that are griping literally have these giant. My one friend has an 8-foot lifted pickup truck, diesel monstrosity, and he's a barista at Starbucks.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Airsoft biomedical marijuana. I strongly believe no matter what, whether it's medical or non-medical, you shouldn't bring it on the field. If there's anything that you can take, whether it be medical or not, that impairs your judgment or reasoning, you are instantly endangering other people the minute you use that substance step on the field. I don't like if you get high, awesome, get high. Don't bring it on the field. And I know it sounds douchey, but anything that can impair your judgment and or reason while you're playing a sport that affects other people, don't do it.
I fully agree with that, 110%.
You were talking about were you talking about the idiot at Syndicate 1?
No. TJ asked the question of what was the airsoft view of medical marijuana. I honestly think medical marijuana is a idiotic statement. It's just marijuana.
I think that marijuana should be legal. It's no worse than alcohol. It has municipal effects and everything else. I don't use it, but that doesn't mean other people shouldn't. If they're using it responsibly, it's actually safer and healthier than alcohol. So
let's just put it like this. If you're coming on the field with a substance and you're going to pull the same shit that an unnamed CEO has done in the past, we don't want you there. We don't want you doing the shit you're doing because you at the end of the day need to make judgment calls. You at the end of the day need to make very, very important decisions, and you need to be safe. If you are doing something for a sport and it is becoming unsafe to others and it is directly affecting others in the process, you are an asshole. Get the fuck off the field. You don't need to be there.
So we probably at Syndicate 1 where a dude ate like 50 milligrams of an edible and a whole shit ton of energy drinks and had to be taken to the hospital and spent damn hospital because of that. Yeah. Don't do that. Not on the field.
Seriously.
If it's used as a medicine, does it impair? It doesn't.
No. I understand what your question was. I'm saying if it does impair your judgment, don't do it. If it doesn't impair your judgment and you feel you can make that call, that you're a person. You can make that decision. However, if you come on the field and us as the promoters or somebody else's field who's running an event determines that it does affect, don't bitch when they throw you off the field.
Yeah, especially to any of us.
During our safety briefs for the prison games, we actually say, if you take a medication that impairs your judgment on the field, even if it's legally prescribed, like say oxycodone, take 800 milligrams or 1,600 milligrams of ibuprofen instead, to not be the potential to be high or impaired on the field. because it's not of. Well, TJ, my mom uses medical marijuana for her pain management and everything else. It can. It depends on the person. It depends on the dosage and everything else.
Yeah, you are the person is always the first gatekeeper to this policy. You know you better than we know you, and it's this is a sport based on honor, but it extends. Sorry, speaking of giant penis mobiles, you are your first gatekeeper. We don't know you. If you are willing to do something that you know is going to impair your judgment, you are a problem. I'm not saying that it impairs your judgment personally. I don't know you. I don't know your tolerance. We've never smoked together. I have no clue. You are your first gatekeeper.
It is about if it is starting to impair you to the point where it becomes a problem. If you are a problem, if you are impaired to the point where you cannot function, stay the fuck off the field, hang out in your tent, sober up, and then come the fuck out.
So we're not saying that you can't use medical marijuana. What we're saying is don't smoke up on the field. That's actually a no-no because
definitely don't.
No.
And don't use the toilets.
Yeah, don't use the toilets. But like for me, I had a kidney stone, and I don't like taking pen medication because my family has a history of substance abuse problems, right? So I was given Oxy, and I told the doctor I don't want it, and my wife was there, and she goes, "He's going to need this. Get this prescription." She goes, "Fine." I decided to take half of one, and I was high as a kite. Half of an Oxy. I forget what dose it was.
I know.
But
all right, I'm going to have to move to the phone real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay. So half of the tab, I was so high, all of my dogs were talking to me, and each one had a different voice. And I was giggling like a little schoolgirl. My wife goes, "What's so funny?" Cora, the white dog, who, because I said her name, is now going to come over here, and she's probably going to get into my lap when I am on. Eris was my older black shepherd. She had a prim, proper Irish accent, and Callie was just like a regular American, like a Southern American accent. Yeah, that's what I figured. So, got to earn his voice because she is stupid. This one right here. So yeah, just take it off. Just take it off the field. And stuff like that. It's like the second time I took Oxy was a quarter of a pill. I was still high, so my tolerance for that stuff is low. Like with my alcohol consumption, I typically don't drink on the field until my duties are done. So that's just the way I am. I could drink a couple of beers and be fine, but it's just a matter of I don't want the risk. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like in the words of Richard Pryor, mileage may vary. Control your shit.
Oh, yes, it is.
Again, but it's the whole thing. Everybody's back to off the tangent that started this tangent. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. Just don't be stuck in it. Is what I'm trying to say. If I've been wrong about things, and people have brought me actual facts, and I've been like, "Well, shit, I was wrong." Nowadays, everybody assumes because they can type it into Google, it's a fact, or they saw it on TikTok, it's a fact. I heard a guy talking about it on YouTube. It has to be true. People are fallible. There's no evidence without evidence. Is the only way I can say
it. Duty. When it comes down to a lot of stuff, people rely on, like conversation we were having on that thing. I posted up something there. Like if people want to bitch about high gas prices, all right, if the energy companies were not making as much money as they were making, like in profit wise, $5 billion in profit so far this year, up doubled their profits from the last year, tripled their profits from the time before.
I am here. You can put the other one on like mute or whatever the hell. I don't know how you do that one.
I keep it off. It's the energy companies are making money hand over fist. If you guys are wondering why this stuff is rising, part of it's inflation, but part of it is supply chain shortages. And most people don't understand this because they think it's just supposed to be there, right? I called this back in, I want to say it was September of 2020 for airsoft. I said airsoft been pretty. But we won't start seeing how the pandemic and everything else has affected us until. How is it still sunny where you are?
Me?
Yeah, it's dark here.
Oh no, dude, the sun's over there.
But when it comes down to like the supply chain issues, it's usually 18 months before we really start seeing an impact. And a lot of people, yes, we manufacture overseas. That's our reality. That's our life. And the China factories have shut down. They're being, well, shut down is not the right word. They're in quarantine in their factories. So if you guys were wondering why is all this stuff taking so long to get out? Why is there so limited supply? It's because of supply chain issues.
It's supply chain issues as well as we caused a bunch of shortages too. Like we had a temporary toilet paper shortage here because everybody was panic buying it all up when the pandemic started.
I need to wipe my ass.
But diarrhea was not a symptom.
Yeah, it's
that.
I will never understand why every time something happens in this country, it's milk, bread, and toilet paper that everybody panic buys.
And water.
Storms, yes, but for the pandemic, people really weren't buying water. Water was still in stock in a lot of places.
Yeah, no, here it was cheap beer. Sorry.
Go on.
I was like, here it was cheap beer, toilet paper, and bread and milk. And it's like, it's everybody just making French toast.
We had plenty of milk down here, but of course, we're a milk state, and we have a pretty good dairy industry down here. So that didn't affect. Bread was like
eggs. Yeah,
we don't buy eggs. I get like almost 24 eggs a day from my birds. So
yeah, I meant to talk to you too because I'm trying to get my hands on some of them duck eggs.
I could see what they laid. I'll see what they laid. But like there's other manufacturing problems that we've caused also due to corporate greed. Like everybody's railing about the baby formula shortage. Well, Similac had to shut down their facilities because they were cutting corners and poisoning babies. That's really not a administration problem. That is the company problem. So it's like shit like that people don't realize. And then they're like, well, what about, all these food places that had all these fires? Well, it's because they laid off or fired a bunch of people, brought in inexperienced people, and 90% of those are caused by acid. It's like, come on, guys, you want to have a thing. It's like, let's talk about what's actually affecting things instead of going off of talking points because you hate the guy.
I mean, I remember a time in this country where everybody hated the government as whole, but we were unified in our hatred of our politicians, and it was glorious.
But they've done a very effective job.
There we go.
A very effective job rating us. So, yeah, I am not a libertarian. I am literally, I'm an independent, but I've run as an independent for local politics and all that. And man, how the hell did we get on politics? Oh, whatever.
You started it.
I know I did. Talking about Steve Tom.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, anyway, back to airsoft and airsoft equipment, because that's what we're supposed to be talking about before my phone dies.
Oh, poor baby. So the next bit of airsoft equipment that we highly recommend, we can't stop talking enough about it, is that lovely D-Hop barrel.
It is the sexy.
That's like the only upgrade that some of my guns have. The only other thing I really like besides the D-Hop barrel that I really want to get in every single one of my guns is that nice, fast response trigger. 0 trigger pull, just die, bitch.
Semi only. That's not. This is semi.
I have no full tinker. I've got power banks if you need them. Okay. So besides that, What is like the next real big must-have accessory that or airsoft equipment that you should have?
Personally, it's technically, I don't know if it falls under kit or gear, and I don't know if you guys have brought it up already because I wasn't here. But invest in your own chronograph.
Yeah, that helps. That's a good one.
Odin Sidewinder.
Yeah, Odin Sidewinders are nice, but I have never felt like I have 2 or 3 of them. I have never felt they were a necessity. They're a quality of life, which I get one. If you got the cash to grab one, definitely grab it. But if you don't worry about it. There's tons of other ways to load your mags. The chronograph, I feel though, it helps me personally if I'm tinkering with my gun or if I'm playing with my gun. I check my guns every time before I go to an event just to make sure they're still functioning operational within the limits of the event I'm going to, because I don't want to get to the event, go through chrono and be like, oh crap, I got to go cut a spring. Oh crap, I got to go change out this. I don't want to deal with that. So I've always felt like a chronograph is a necessity.
I would agree with anybody that tinkers with their guns, but for the standard person, thermal scope. Have they come down in price? The thermal scopes?
No. My ATN is about $3,000. Coming down. The field is actually in Massillon, Ohio, not down here in Columbus, where I am. I will not be in. Well, it depends. If the power comes back and I can get gas, I won't be in town. I have a show this weekend. If I can't get gas, I will definitely be sitting on my couch.
Actually, there are a couple of thermal scopes that have come down in price. The AGM Global Thermal Scope that has a lot.
Yeah, what is it at now?
$1,000.
Oh, wow. Yeah, they did come down. Yeah, the one I got's a bit of a prima donna. It has the record function and it has the shot recall function, so it rewinds the last 30 seconds.
Let's see. I'm not. There's also the AGM Global Vision. Oh, that's not a scope though. So it looks like I have a feeling that a lot of these are going to start dropping in price over once all the chips things are be fixed here in the near future. I know that,
and there are kits. There's a guy making kits. He's selling them at Etsy that'll turn any scope into a thermal scope with a monitor. And those are like in the $200 to $300 price range. It's basically a lens cap that goes over your scope that has the sensor on it, and then I want to say it's like a Raspberry Pi style monitor screen that goes in the front of your scope or the back end, so you can see what's coming out the other side. Granted, for airsoft, no matter what, it's freaking overkill because they're going to get shot.
Yeah. When I was at MA on Wednesday. Ow. Damn it. When I was at MA on Wednesday, a kid lost not only his EOTech, the main, but also he had the one that popped out. Both got shot out.
Yeah, that's just crazy. No, yeah. I run an IR light with my thermal lens because I set the IR at least 10 feet away from where I'm actually shooting from. Because anybody else with night vision shoots towards the IR. They don't shoot towards me.
Yeah, I like my thermal to be better than my WP tubes. Nice. Yeah, that's I don't use night vision either. I just don't see that. I mean, look, if I had more disposable income, I might consider it, right? But I don't, so I don't.
Even when I did have that level of disposable income, I was like, yeah, no. If I'm going to buy nice things, I want them to stay nice things.
So
Chronic is that busted X-Cortex Tracer Chrono, which is awful. The BT Ace Tech BT is an excellent chrono option, and it also doubles as a tracer unit. There are other options for chronograph out there now in the market than buying just a chronograph. X-Cortex there you go. X-Cortex does make a crappy one. Ace Tech makes a better version of the X-Cortex one, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, I have it,
but there's other options.
Like I said, unless if you don't tinker with your gun at all, I don't think a chrono is too necessary. But what I will say is, I think almost everybody needs a tracer unit,
especially if you play indoor.
I personally disagree with that one. I don't think that's a necessity at all. I just got my tracer unit first time after being in the sport for over a decade.
Well, that's
how often do you play indoor?
Indoor, very rare.
See, and there's the problem. If you play indoor, it's absolutely a necessity.
That's fair.
And plus, if you play in any sort of dusk or low light conditions, like I love my lighter BT, or not my lighter BT, my Bifrost, because I want people to know where I am. I don't care. I want people to charge after me. That's why, like, people go, Jesus, man, why did you run your blaster where we could see like your thing shooting up and we could give away your position? Come at me, bros. I don't think you're going to get me too easily, but if you do, whatever.
Personally, I want Taggin to make a tracer and a tracer round for the Taggin launcher, just because I want to see a giant glowing grenade.
I'm sure somebody can make one.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the only thing you need to do is just cover in a phosphorescent paint. Will you please go away? Go.
Hey, man, don't talk to my dog that way.
That's Cora, man. She is like all up in my shit right now. She knows I'm not feeling good. She was like, my wife had to come home from work to take Damien out of the truck. I could get him into the truck. I couldn't get him out of it. So she's like, I'll come home and get him. I was like, all right, well, thank you. I'm going to the ER. You need an MRI. We can't do that.
Whole point I came here. What the fuck?
Wow. Okay, so they just released a statement. Our estimated time for power return is 3 days.
Oh, buddy.
Wow.
Sorry.
Did you just get pulled over, Buck?
No, I'm still going.
No, that's over here. Like cops and first responders there's accidents everywhere because people in Ohio don't know how to navigate when the traffic lights aren't working. You know how you treat it like a stop sign where one goes, the other goes? They don't do that here. They just rush across and hope they make it.
Newsflash. They don't know how to drive even when the lights are on in Ohio.
All right, Florida man.
Hey, look.
I've been to Ohio. Your driver sucks.
I'm pretty sure the DMV in Florida's motto is "fuck it, you'll make it alive."
I'm in New York.
At least in Florida, you get the hell out of the left lane if you're going slower than traffic.
Yeah, most people. I'll say most people down there.
If you stay in the left lane, you're going slow. You're taking your life in your hands.
It's a passing lane, and that's all over the damn country. People don't understand that the left lane is a passing lane because it's illegal to pass on the right.
Tell that to your state.
Oh, I yell at them all the time.
Yeah, but your state doesn't have that law. There's a couple states.
Yeah, it does.
Like Ohio. No, it doesn't. It's actually
yes, it does.
I looked it up because I got angry and got into an argument.
No, I guarantee you, it's a law here in Ohio. I've got the ticket or two to prove it. It's definitely a law here. The only place it may not apply is on a county road, which is there are a lot of those throughout Ohio. But state roads, it's definitely a law. That's the other weird thing here. You have to deal with township roads, county roads, and state roads. Oh, and municipalities have their own roads they're responsible for. Like if you're in Ohio, there's no posted speed limit. Chances are it's a municipality road, and they're too cheap to put up signs.
That was another fun argument I got into, and I was using speed limit signs as an example.
Well, so the stop limit sign loophole is my favorite one I've ever had to exploit. So federally, a legal stop sign has to have a sticker on the back stating the date it was erected and what department erected it.
This is
so the ones like in Walmart parking lots and stuff.
Hilarious. Oh, Walmart at closing. So,
well, no, I had a cop try to give me a ticket for running a stoplight in a Walmart parking lot, and I pointed to the back of the sign, and he looked at me. Then he looked at the sign, sighed, and told me to have a nice day because I'm not an idiot.
Have a good one, TBC Creeper. I went to Walmart the other night to get some Pepto for Damien, and this is how stupid Walmart is, right? I go there like 10 minutes before closing, and they're making the announcements. I go walking in, and the lady's like, "You can't come in." I was like, "What do you mean I can't come in?" She goes, "We're closing." I was like, "In 10 minutes, I need one item. I need Pepto." And she's giving a thing. So I just stepped around her. She goes, "You ain't going to be able to check out." I was like, "Yeah, I will. I'll be out before the lady that has like a full shopping cart that's going to the back of the store." I was like, "I'll be out before they are." So I go grab Pepto, right? And there's a 3-pack. I was like, "Oh, perfect. I could use a 3-pack." Damien gets upset stomachs from time to time. Grab it, go. I go to check out, and there's at least 8 different arguments going on at all the self-checkout lanes and everything else. People are being nasty, grumbling and everything else, right? I buy my Pepto, and it runs up at $4.98. And I didn't think anything of it because I'm too busy watching this, put my card in, charge, and I walk out. As I go walking past the same lady, I was like, "Got my stuff." And she goes, "You can't take that." I was like, "I paid for it. Bye." And she goes, "I need to see your receipt." And I said, "Bye, Felicia." And I just walked out the door. And as I'm walking to the car, I realized that they didn't unpackage the Pepto properly. It was only supposed to be 1 jar instead of 3. And I was like, that's their problem, not mine.
Wow.
They should job properly.
$4 p.m. tomorrow, Smurf. All right. Well, this update may change for our area. Either way, I don't have power tonight, so yay. But yeah. Anyway, so back to airsoft tech and equipment and stuff. There's just certain things you need. I don't know if you guys talked about footwear. Comfortable hard toe shoes, always a must-have. Crocs do not count. Crocs are the official shoe of I give up on life. Can't hear you.
Sorry. The wife came home and informed me I'm not getting my drugs tonight. Because evidently the pharmacy was closed at 8 o'clock, which makes no sense. But there was a lady there that really just phoned it in when she decided to go to Walmart, took sweats and put it up over her boobs. That's all she was wearing was a pair of sweats for her legs that she tucked her boobs into. I was like,
I mean,
the power of that waistband is real.
don't trick me, man. Elastic, man. Dormont boots are good, God tier. Yeah, I'll agree, but I'm just not paying for them. You know what shoes I have rocked for the last 5 years? A pair of hiking shoes from Skechers.
I've got a pair of Doc Martens that I got on sale that refused to die.
Yeah, man. You find your good comfortable shoes. Make sure they're hard toe, and then you get another pair of shoes that are your loungers. And I recommend this. This isn't a must, but when you come off the field, especially at a Milsim event, you want to take your hot, sweaty boots off and slip into something comfortable for a bit. If not, you're just going to get trench foot.
At that point, I will tell you that's when Crocs come in handy.
No, I will die on this hill. Crocs are a failure of humanity.
Yours. I don't mind. Remember.
That can be a failure of your humanity, Sam. I'm good with wearing a pair of Crocs as soon as I get off the field. Those fuckers are comfortable.
You know how they came to be, right?
I honestly, no, I don't.
They're prison shoes.
So Crocs were originally designed as a prison shoe. The prison board pulled their contract when inmates were beating each other with them as a weapon. That's why the first batch of Crocs to hit the market were all orange.
That's funny.
And when Crocs first came out, they were like $10 a pair because that company needed to get rid of their surplus.
That's pretty funny, honestly.
Put on my back, please. You don't want to shock me?
All right, I shall return in a moment. Go grab food for the wife.
Oh, this is
How dare you bring the great Saint Danny DeVito into this? That man is a goddamn treasure.
So, fun fact. I got a 10 unit for my back a while ago. It's all the pads and shit are missing right now. I don't know where it went off to. So then I my wife refused to use it for her ouchies. And I said, what the hell? And she's like, I don't want to shock myself, blah, 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 blah. Went on this whole tirade, whole tangent and all that. So finally she was at a point with her sciatic nerve. And I was like, get a TENS. So she finally broke down and got a TENS. And she goes, I hate you. And I was like, what the hell? Like, she was randomly blurting out. She goes, what? She goes, I hate you. And I was like, what do you mean? She goes, I bought a TENS. And I was like, and you like it, don't you? She goes, hate you.
I was going to say, does she really need a reason to hate you? You did marry her.
Look, you can talk as much.
I thought they gave her like a free pass. I'm not talking trash. I always assume marriage gives them a free pass to just come up with reasons to hate you.
We honestly really don't fight like that. There's very few times that we actually get into it about anything, and it usually boils around like the typical and it happened only. It usually comes up with Damien and stuff like that, and it's few and far between. And it's usually this like the arguments of like the argument I had where I didn't want to take him to the doctor today because.
Well, I'm pretty sure an accident just happened around the corner from my house, judging by the sound of that impact.
Bam!
Humanity. All right, my phone is down to like 2%. I'm going to have to hop off here and try to figure out a way to charge it because I need to have it ready just in case.
Oh, you don't have any battery packs, do you?
I got to find them in my pitch black house. And I'm holding my flashlight.
You go ahead and do that, sir. You have fun with that. I guess I'll entertain the masses till Buck gets back, and we'll end this one a little bit early tonight. Clocks are good enough for Danny DeVito. They're good enough for me. So, yeah, go find a way to charge your phone, sir. And I will yak at you on Thursday, I guess.
Yep. All right. I'll talk to you later.
All right. Bye. All right. What the hell's going on here? All right. I'm shocking myself. Ooh. It's a really good one. Ow. Oh. He's not paying attention to you. Oof. That's a good one. Oh, man. Ow. Ah. Wow. I'll let this run for a few minutes. Yeah. Oh. Max came out with a new hop-up to replace the ME. Does that mean it's actually going to work with like a 9mm magwell? Because that, I can tell you right now, that's been like one of the biggest problems that the hell? Stop it. That's one of the biggest problems that I've had. Because I have like and PCC 9s, and it's a 9mm magwell, and so I had to switch out all the Max Pro hop-ups out of the not 9mm guns and put them into M4s because they would work. They wouldn't work with the 9mm. So that's going to be interesting. I'll have to let Greg like get one to see if it's actually going to work in the Max Pro or not inside of a 9mm mag. Just tell them to use nods. Yeah, break out that thermal scope. Ooh. I'm electrocuting myself for your guys' pleasure. The M4A? Okay, I'll text him right now. The M4A. Max. M4. Hey, got it. Sent that off to him. Yeah, I have like we have our batteries banks also charged up and good to go for just in case a storm comes through. So we always keep them topped off pretty well. So 1 second. So any tips on good communication setup? So I don't run the full over the ear things anymore. I did that for so long. The red line I had that was underneath my mesh mask that ran down, it fit okay, but after a while it became uncomfortable. So then I just put a shoulder mic setup on to run it down to let it on to where I can hear. But I think I'm going to be buying one of the earpieces to connect into it, just so it's not broadcasting everywhere. Z-Tech is another one that people go to. AT Airsoft, it would be cheap and okay with passive headsets. I just don't run enough of the over ears anymore to give an adequate advice. You specifically said don't break the bank, so I can't help you. Stu, I love you. Oh God. Let's see how many more distractions I could put on right now. I'm on painkillers, muscle relaxers, and now something is shocking my back. And I'm waiting for Buck to come back. All right. By the way, for those of you guys don't know, if you guys are getting the new Bail things and they don't broadcast the way you want them to, you could just factory reset them. It's not a big deal. There's actually a tutorial on how to factory reset them, so those work. Same thing with the 8-watt ones. They work fine. What I found for most events is that you can get that single whip or the one that the flex one and just have it bent over. Those work really well. I find some people rely too heavily on comms myself. So, I mean, I'm typically pretty quiet on comms unless I'm an admin. Flashlights are also really important. That's like another piece of mandatory equipment that you should have in your gun. Screw sights, screw anything else. Just have a really good flashlight. And there's, when it comes down to airsoft, I always say try to go things that you know and are okay with breaking. Like I've seen people spend hundreds of dollars on O-lights to put on their guns and get genuinely pissed off when they get shattered, right? And I say just don't spend the money. Buy a Feyachi. Not because they've given us stuff in the past to get rid of. I bought Feyachi before Feyachi gave me free stuff, and I've always recommended those Feyachi flashlights because they're bright as hell. They give you a battery with it, so you don't have to hunt down a battery. The pressure plate's pretty cool. But if you want to spend a little bit extra, they actually sell an adapter that clips right onto your rail for like another, I think, $25. I would get that too, and then you have this really badass thing that clips to your rail. You don't have to worry about screwing it on for the pressure plate. It's a really rugged pressure plate too. Let's see here. So Ops Core amps with arms. Starland push to talk. Ops Core download. Disco 2 antenna. Bale 5 UV5R. Good luck. That's the first part of that all sounded expensive. I ended up turning mine off for Iron Horse and walking into cost positions and sniping them. Wolfman, I'm still that a-hole that was taking out entire teams and knifing people at Iron Horse 3. I had a blast with it. I think Iron Horse 4 had a conflict. That's why I couldn't go to Iron Horse 4. I run an earpiece with an open earpiece for one of the Coley headsets under mine so I can hear both. They make protective caps for flashlights. They do, but what I've been seeing a whole lot of is the flashlights still getting shot out. Like sort of like this. I mean, I didn't think that a BB going 400 FPS with 0.2s would be able to punch through both lenses. It can happen. Yeah, Smurf. I'm not doing it tonight because I'm going to wait till after Bad Blood. So I will see how I'm feeling the weekend right after Bad Blood. It's probably going to be that Tuesday after Bad Blood. Had my OLED PL2 shatter, but it still works. Use a protector now. Not playing with it without my OLED Odin. You'll be able to blind people. The funny thing is, nice. Took 30 kills. Card kills at 4 with my knife. You were trying to be me. That's what it was. Trying to match my 45 knife kills at. I'm probably going to be doing it on that Tuesday after Bad Blood. I'll just see how I'm feeling. It'll be the tentative date for it. What the hell happened to Buck? I'm like looking at him backstage. Look at this. He's just watching. Yeah. I say something, he comes back to his car.
Jesus. All right, I'm back.
Your ears must have been. Where the hell is Buck? Your car light turns on.
Just got here. Sorry. Where the fuck did Virtue go?
He's at 2% battery and he's got no power in his house, so he went to go find a way to charge his phone.
No battery pack. That's unfortunate.
Yeah. Let me see. Do I have any clips from Iron Horse? I don't think I do. Like readily available. There was like a lot of cool stuff there at Iron Horse that I just had a blast with. The Iron Horse 3. If I told you how many times I was inside that tunnel, just wasting people, was great. Now the downside to that too, there was a lot of cheaters at Iron Horse 3. Like dudes just like, haha, screw your delicious little well, I do. Oh, there's the video. Do I have the clips though? Hit calling who needs to call hits here. This is airsoft. Oh shit.
Unfortunately, the reality of airsoft.
Yeah, I wish there was a way I could boost up this particular signal on this one. I guess it might work. You guys probably won't see much of it. Let's see. You can barely see those shadows.
You're hit. I got you right in your chest, dude. Yes, I did. My BB, you literally. Yes, it did. It's right there. I shot you. It's right on camera, dude. Yes, because
All right, this one's lit up a bit more, so you can. It's the same video.
You're hit.
Nice guy. See that BB bounce off of
What
him?
a
You saw
what a
that?
piece of shit. Yeah, I saw it.
And he's sitting there telling me, "Hey, you didn't, you didn't get me." I was like, "Dude, like even his buddy's like, yeah, that bounced right off your hand." Um, Iron Horse 3 was probably one of my best nights the best games that I ever had for knife kills. The story behind it was there was a particular flagpole that I pushed and got under a hail of BB fire, and I was pulling it down. It was almost all the way down. I got shot and I just laid down because I got it. This asshole, one of the guys that was inside the building, comes walking out. BBs are pelting him all up and down, and he resets the flag to their side. And the ref goes, "Well, he just didn't call his hit." I was like, "Dude, you saw you're like he's getting shot. Why?" And he's like, "Hmm." So I was like, "Screw it, I'm getting that flag back." It took 6 attempts to get over there to get that flag back. I got it back. I was able to capture it, but when I did, I was going out the side of the tunnel, through the woods, and just taking people out. I pissed off this team so bad that they decided that we're just going to cheat.
Fucking pieces of shit.
It was glorious. Yeah. And the only person it hurts is them. It doesn't hurt me at all. It just gives me content.
Yeah. Definitely a good way to look at it at the very least.
All right. Well, because of everything going on, because of my medical state and everything else, and sin have no power, and I'm electrocuting myself as we talk here. What we're going to go ahead and do, guys, is we're going to end the stream a little bit early tonight. I want to thank Buck for coming on. Hopefully, we'll see a whole bunch of you guys here on Thursday. Remember, we do have Geigerland tickets and up for sale currently at obhmilsom.com. Come join us at Geigerlands. It's going to be a really awesome wasteland style event, 52 hours long. Whole lot of cool stuff planned for you guys. So come on out. Let's have a blast. And then, of course, we want to thank our newest sponsor, Hefe Airsoft, for sponsoring the channel and all that. So if you're in the southeast region of Florida region, for sure, you're wanting to go check out Hefe. He's a local supplier. You don't have to go to that field, the shop that I really hate. Check out Hefe Airsoft instead. Same day delivery, next day delivery. Great deals on ammo, patches, the whole 9 yards. Check out Hefe Airsoft Solutions. And I will be trying to play tomorrow at Miami Airsoft, so come out and say hi if you're in the area. Always like playing with the people that watch on the stream. And with that being said, I'm Joker from Players Wanted. This is Buck. Just Buck. It's a shadow right now. Buck the Shadow. Until we see you guys next time, maybe your BB's